The work methods and equipment we have used as examples are only a part of the wide range available. Selecting the most suitable equipment for the job is a major decision, and you'll need to consider a number of factors, including the working conditions, the distance and consequences of a potential fall, duration and frequency of the task, ease of rescue and evacuation in an emergency, and the risks from installing, using and removing the equipment. The equipment you select should always be used in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions. The working conditions should be reviewed, taking into account the requirements of the type of access equipment you plan to use. The significant factors are: what are the site conditions like? For example, is the ground firm and level? Is the access to the work area restricted by other buildings? In this example, scaffolding is a good choice, as it would be difficult to use an elevating platform due to the narrow gaps between the houses. Will the working platform allow access to all the areas required, and is there safe access for workers to get onto and off the platform? Can the platform safely handle the potential loading of people, equipment and materials? If access to the site is via a lift, can the lift transport the equipment safely? Will the work have any effect on the public? If so, public access to the area may need to be controlled. Can the equipment be easily transported and assembled? Does the site require the equipment to fit through doorways? Does it need to be used internally on typical floor surfaces? Is there enough space for any outriggers? If the access equipment is powered, does it require any power supplies? For example, this platform is battery powered, which means it can be used in a wider range of locations. This equipment is manually powered. The platform carries a supply of the column extensions, which can be fitted by the operative as required until the correct working height is reached. There is no distinction made between low and high falls, so for all work at height, measures must be taken to prevent the risk of any fall that could cause injury. Remember, 60% of all injuries are a result of falls from below head height. It's essential to adopt a sensible and pragmatic approach. The preventive measures that you select should be comparable with the levels of risk. For many routine low-level maintenance tasks, there are a number of simple access solutions. Equipment used in these situations should be easy to transport. If the equipment needs to be taken upstairs, then it should be light enough to be carried comfortably. Equipment with wheels should be easy to maneuver and easy to operate. How long the job will take and how often it will be carried out are important selection issues. For example, a simple podium or stepladder may be the most suitable equipment to use if the work is low risk, short duration and not needed very often. You must be aware that working from a ladder or stepladder can still be dangerous even if preventive measures have been taken and the job is small. Many accidents have happened during tasks lasting less than 30 minutes. It's crucial that ladders and stepladders are only used when you're certain there is no safer means of access. You must have procedures in place for rescuing an injured person and handling an emergency situation. For example, if anyone working at height required medical assistance, you should have a plan for how someone could reach them to give treatment before they're moved. It's essential that you look at the whole process, including the installation and removal of the access equipment when assessing the risks, and select the option which gives the lowest overall risk. For example, during short-duration minor roof work, It may be that a properly secured access ladder and roof ladder provide an overall safer method of work than a fully boarded scaffold, when the risks of installing and removing the scaffold are taken into account.